Bad news for the Patriots might actually turn out good. Let me explain. My name is Aaron on the daily, pushing out Patriots content just for you, even on spring break. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment below. Today, what we're going to be talking about, the 2025 draft coming up soon. Before you know it, less than a couple weeks, and we're going to be there. And we're going to be excited. And hopefully the Patriots are going to make a good decision. But this is what we want to talk about today. And that comes down to the Cleveland Browns. And you're probably saying, Aaron, why the heck are we talking about the Cleveland Browns? Let me explain, ladies and gentlemen. So first and foremost, we have talked about Travis Hunter, likely odds to go to the New England Patriots. Time and time again, it has shown, it looks like based on these odds that the Patriots could acquire Travis Hunter at the 4th overall pick. But there's more and more sentiment to show that the Cleveland Browns actually there's a huge belief and a growing belief that at number 2, instead of taking Abdul Carter to eventually replace Myles Garrett, they would take the weapon of Travis Hunter, someone they need, especially when it comes to the wide receiver position. We're going to jump into that in a minute. Now, this sentiment is around the league. A lot of people believe, first and foremost, the Tennessee Titans. They didn't even have a conversation with Shedeur Sanders. They refused to meet with other people. So more and more it is believed that it is cementing down Cam Ward as the number 1 pick. So now the number 2 pick, a lot of people believed Abdul Carter. Even after Myles Garrett ended up staying and getting that massive extension, still Abdul Carter. But now the Cleveland Browns are starting to realize, listen, we need some weapons. So if you look at right now, you look at their depth chart. Their depth chart isn't anything crazy. Their biggest weapon is Njoku as well as Jared Jeudy. So we look at those two guys. Oops, don't jump into that. There we go. Google popping up on me. There we go. So you look at their weapons right now. Hey, they know they are locked into a stupid, ridiculous contract with Deshaun Watson, and they're going to have to stick with that. Again, there's no reason that he has so much guaranteed money. Dropping him would just be absurd. Now, they do know that he is going to miss a significant portion of the 2025 season. Probably a reason they got someone like Kenny Pickett to hopefully be somewhat of a Band-Aid. But again, do they think their answer is Shedeur Sanders? Who knows? But again, more and more they are believing, and people are believing, experts are believing, that Travis Hunter is the answer. Put him in there. Let him be able to be a versatile weapon as a wide receiver for this franchise. And again, as they are locked into that Deshaun Watson and they have less money to throw around and get weapons, Travis Hunter fills that void. Again, a reason they don't want Abdul Carter, or they would take Travis Hunter over Abdul Carter, is because they have Myles Garrett. Again, defensively, not as much need on the defensive side of the ball for this team as it is offensively, which is crazy to think. Not many years ago when they acquired Deshaun Watson, and people thought, oh my goodness, this team's going to be great. And again, oddly enough, they end up going to the playoffs with Joe Flacco. And so this is not a simulation. This is not made up. But again, the sentiment for Travis Hunter to the Browns is growing and growing. And what that means for the New England Patriots is it is more and more likely that a player like Abdul Carter falls in their lap. Now, this sentiment has been shown in NFL.com's most recent draft. Again, Ward being solidified at that number 1 spot. Then we go down to the number 2 spot. If I can get it, there we go. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. You have Cleveland Browns taking Travis Hunter. Again, they need a versatile weapon, potentially playing both sides of the ball. We'll see. New York Giants getting Shedeur Sanders. And then that would leave the Patriots with Abdul Carter. And we know with a coach like Mike Vrabel, there is no chance he is passing on Abdul Carter. Again, in my opinion, he is the number 1 prospect in this NFL draft. He would be crazy not to get Abdul Carter. Again, still a great possibility if he gets someone there that at that 38 spot, they still get a solid left tackle. Who knows who will drop to that spot. But again, it would be a good move. I think it'd be great for the Patriots. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think this is far-fetched? unbelievable, not going to happen. But again, the more and more I look into it, the more I realize I think Abdul Carter is becoming more realistic. Now, it is possible that the Browns, this is all just reports, rumors, all these other things. But again, even Todd McShay has come out and said, even in the Browns organization, I can't find the tweet. Tweet was there. Again, give me a little grace. I'm on spring break. That there is an overwhelming majority that think Travis Hunter in the Browns organization would be the best move for the Cleveland Browns. So we look at the Giants. Again, the Giants, they need a quarterback. Again, I think it is possible, we've talked about this before, that they want to win the Arch Manning sweepstakes that next year. Who knows? We will see what happens. But comment below, tell me what you think. And I will show you another draft, and I think this is interesting. Yahoo dropped their seventh mock draft. And I think this is ridiculous. So carbon copy first three as NFL.com. Cam Ward, yes, no doubt. I think that is solidified. If you want to throw money on that, again, not a financial expert, but it seems pretty safe. Cleveland Browns taking Travis Hunter at number 2. Again, with all the sentiment in the NFL of people talking about it, even people in the organization talking about it, it seems like, hey, that would be a smart move on their part. And then you look, Shedeur Sanders going number 3, and you would assume, guess what? Who's sitting there? Abdul Carter, a no-brainer. No, they go Armand Membo. So again, that would be a surprise. And it says right here, it shouldn't be that big of a surprise. No, it should be. Again, this is a player that potentially could play at a left tackle, played his whole career at right tackle. But I think that would be a reach for this guy. They need an offensive tackle, but the question becomes, can he play left tackle? And maybe these coaches believe that. If they get him and they draft him, then I believe these coaches know what they're doing. But again, I just don't want them to make a mistake. You go down Mason Graham 5th, Genty, and then you get Abdul Carter to the Jets, which would be absolutely frustrating playing Abdul Carter 2 times a year. And it would be, especially if you get someone like Membu or a guy that is going up against Carter and Carter is absolutely destroying him, and you're just like, listen, we made a gigantic mistake. So comment below, tell me what you think. Is the Abdul Carter sweepstakes becoming more realistic for the New England Patriots? Give me this. Here's my question on my beautiful spring break. What is your, let's just say, top five picks? So we're saying, who do you think the Titans are going to take? Who do you think the Browns are going to take? The Giants, the Patriots at 4, and then as well, number 5, who do you think the Jaguars are going to take? Comment below. I appreciate it. But again, I think this is good news from the Browns that, yes, it stinks because Travis Hunter would be great at number 4 for us. But if they do that and the Giants follow suit, then we could get Abdul Carter. And personally, I would like Abdul Carter more than Travis Hunter, but I'd be good with either. I'd be good with whatever the Patriots want. Let's just say that. But I really like Abdul Carter, if you didn't know. So anyways, comment below. Tell me what you think. Top 5 picks in this draft. What do you think is going to happen? Comment below. You guys are great. We'll talk later. Peace.